Morning, hi, it's Jackie and Rachel from Discovering Kabbalah.
Kabbalah. Welcome back.
Welcome back. So what we're talking about today is love and how
Valentine's Day.
it is, not that we knew, but anyway.
It is Valentine's Day. I realised when the florist had rose petals all covering the street.
Yeah, I didn't even notice until I watched something on YouTube and they were saying about Valentine's Day and I thought, oh, wow. And then I thought to myself, geez, maybe my heart's a little closed because I'm not even thinking about the love stuff at all.
It's always been a mute day for me.
Has it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't ever really had a really great Valentine's Day, I'm going to say. It's always been, you've been in a relationship or whatever, and yeah, no one really likes to be told to go and buy someone flowers, I guess, well, that's my experience anyway, so because people start whinging about the cost of it and all that sort of stuff.
I'll buy them on another day, then it'll be cheaper.
Yes,
yeah. But they never buy them on another day, do they?
Yeah.
They never get them.
That's true love, isn't it? Ooh, yeah, that's true love.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying look, if you can't afford things, like, what's wrong with a little love note in the morning? If you're madly in love with someone.
Well, you probably should get a love note on any day.
Well, you should, but if it's...
Every day should be Valentine's Day.
For Valentine's Day.
Shouldn't it?
So I'm not feeling jaded or anything because I didn't give it a thought. So I was just wondering out there how we're all doing, because there's a lot of people that... I remember in my 20s, I used to get really melancholy on Valentine's Day because I knew there was nothing coming from me.
Yeah, I've spent a bit of that.
Yeah.
Look, it's tough. You kind of thought you'd have this great love, this great romance,
the older
soulmate.
Yeah, well, the older I get, the more jaded I get with the whole Valentine's Day thing as well. It's very commercial. Still love it, of course, but behind it all, is it just a way to keep single people or people who are not getting what they need in a relationship, or anyone really? Is it all about bringing down people's vibration because they don't feel good about themselves then?
Okay, but the day is decided to show love. It's a way of people to do the lovey thing. It's a lovey day, but it's just because you take a negative connotation from that because you don't have it. I don't know if it's universally designed to make you feel bad. Valentine's Day. It's designed for the people in love to celebrate their love.
Okay.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
I do. Yeah.
Well,
no, I'm fine. Look, if somebody wants to buy me flowers, it's beautiful. But I'd rather it be any other time than because you've been told to. I've got a big thing about being told what to do. Just sort of.
Yeah, I understand that. But
yeah.
I got over the even when I've got flowers on Valentine's Day, I might have been not in a good receiving place.
I hear, yeah.
It's hard to say.
You might have had a rocking fight before Valentine's Day, and then you're supposed to just go poof. It's all sorted. Yeah.
When he got me the ones that I've asked not for.
Yeah.
Because there's certain florists, and then there's certain florists.
There is certain florists.
There's some that just turn up with that same old batch of flowers again,
Woolies is not the florist you want.
You go, bam, they're a classy bunch of flowers. I want the classy bunch, and maybe that's just me wanting the best again, but I'm okay with cheap, colourful ones. You gave me them when I was 20. Now I want the classy ones.
I'm okay with any flowers that have had thought put into them, mate. That's where I'm going with.
I like the thought.
I like the thought. And if they have to be carnations from Woolies, so be it. Or they've got great roses in there actually, because I buy Mum carnations all the time because that's what Dad used to buy her. So I'll have to ring her today and I forgot to send her some. Bummer. Yeah, so she loved carnations, which is great for me. So every time I go and visit her, I always buy a bunch of carnations from Woolies, $11 in the budget, and it just lights up a day. And I think that's lovely.
That's nice.
I think that's really nice. So it doesn't matter where you get them from. It's the thought. It really is the thought.
Yeah.
And
I think everything comes down to the thought.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
You know, if someone's to get a barbecue chook and a, you know, and a mat, and you go and sit by the river and eat a bit of chook on a bread roll, that can be a fabulous Valentine's Day dinner. Like, because someone's actually went, oh, made us a little picnic. I thought about you. And that's really all, you know.
And it comes back to...
I thought about you. I thought about you.
Yeah, and it comes back to, like, appreciating that person for the thought they put in. Because it's not all about the guy doing everything either, or if you're in a same-sex relationship, whatever.
Yeah, you know, whatever. Yeah.
But it's...
about your partner doing something for you.
And you've got to reciprocate.
You've got to do something for them too.
Yeah, they're not looking for flowers. They're looking for something later on.
They're looking for some physical love.
That's it. That's the way to put it.
My love language is touch. Isn't it always touch? You find me a bloke that love language is gifts of service, mate. Or that maybe is touch, isn't it? Gifts of service.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone cleaning my car out is not a gift. It's not the gift I'm looking for on Valentine's Day. And then it sounds it sounds like we're being, you know,
funny. No, I'm trying to be funny. But,
no, not even that. I'm just saying that, you know, we're not appreciating the person that's in your life at the time. But if you specifically tell someone that, you know, getting my car cleaned for my birthday just doesn't cut it.
Isn't a present.
No, because it's for them. It's
because they don't like getting in dirty car.
That's right. That's right.
The chicken nugget mobile over here.
So yeah, so there's all different things going on. So in the next couple of weeks, I did a reading this morning on Life Path 1111. So we'll post that up. Oh, 1111 Life Path. I'm sorry, I've got it around the wrong way.
Got our own YouTube channel started, right? Yeah. Check us out, right?
Yeah, we're going for it. But just a reading this morning, and what came through was about love, and it's more about self-love, because if you can't give yourself love, you're going to be needy. You're looking for it through somebody else.
Well, what David says with the Kabbalah is, you might come in with a big list of things. I want someone who works out twice a day, have abs of steel, you know, a really good job. And you want all this thing. You want this shopping list of this.
And that's what we've been told to go for these days.
Ask for what you want. But then the thing is, are you that?
Yeah.
Are you that for the other person? Will someone look at you and go, oh my God, she's everything I want on a list.
She's my mirror.
She's my mirror. She works out as much as I work out. She's as, you know, career focused as I am. She's as family focused as I am.
Yeah.
You know, she loves walking. I love walking. Like, are you finding your mirror, or are you just expecting to find someone who's going to do all the work and you get to siphon off their energy?
That's like that Tim from Maths, really. You know, Katie came down the aisle there. She looked absolutely beautiful. I thought, wow, she looked stunning. They looked really quite matched. You know, he's okay looking. You know what I mean? He was okay, but she was better than he was.
Yeah.
And he, just because she was like a size 12 or a 14, get real, mate. You look like, you know,
he had a gut.
You look like Pugsley Adams. Like, come on, you know, like, it's sort of like we're sort of throwing out there expectations of people.
Who turns up to a mass wedding with only his best man and his groomsmen?
Yeah, well, we'll leave him behind.
If they can't turn out with any friends, I mean, if anyone turns up in your life with no friends, you've got a question.
You've got a question.
I mean, you really, like, everyone talks about red flags. You know, a red flag is they don't have any mates at all.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Well, it is, yeah.
Yeah.
No. Well, I mean, he might have moved over from another country, so, you know, that could come into it. He could have just got out of jail too. You don't know.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know.
But in this day and age, you can get the iPad and have mum streaming from the chair. Like, if mum's streaming from the chair from another country, well, I know, you know, but he didn't have anybody. So that's all I was saying.
Who, Tim?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, maybe he was just keeping on the down low. Who knows? Probably a nice person. Who knows? But he's
Move on. No, we're not.
He was not accepting of her purely on her looks, and
we're shaking the camera when we do that.
Sorry.
This table's got to go.
Yeah,
got to go. I'm going to put it on buy, swap, and sell. If anyone wants this table, let's go and see.
So yeah, it's we're very handsy, so it's a bit, you know. bit
We're
funny.
learning. And
We're learning.
Obviously, I don't have a good sort cameraman standing there. Yet.
Yeah.
Okay, back to us.
Back to the love drug, and also the love drug, right? Do we give it up too early?
Yes.
Oh
yes.
my god. Oh my god.
Okay.
And that's another thing David was saying, that you have to cultivate a relationship as well.
Because when you have, connect with someone, intertwine with someone, sex, even kissing, you take on their tikkun.
Yeah, their energy.
You take on their problems, their issues. And that's kind of scary.
Yeah, it
when
is.
you think, you're out there just free loving it, but if you take it, it's fine if you're free loving it. But if you're taking on their energy and they're suicidal, or they're depressed, or they've got high anxiety, then you're taking all that on.
Are they really out there trying to pick up if they feel like that?
Yeah, because they're looking for that. So you don't know. Some
people they're trying to grab the energy from
sex.
Other people.
Because sex is when you have sex, is when you're actually easiest way to connect with the light.
Right.
Because that's when you create life. Sex is when you create life.
Maybe that's why everyone's doing that, because everyone's feeling a bit lost.
Yeah. So when you have sex, you are connected to the Creator, because that's the closest way you create life.
Right. So bringing it back then to self-love. So if you're in your own energy, then you connect with somebody else who's in their energy, it's just going to work. Yeah. That's that person at the airport. Yeah. The one we were talking about the other night. Yeah. That's that person that you bump into and you go, oh my God, that's the best thing. Yeah. And unfortunately, I've been like this too. I've liked to try before I buy, unfortunately, and I've always been drunk, always, or something else. But anyway, I just think to myself, what a mistake I've made, because I haven't got to know anyone really. But I've taken their energy, they've taken mine, and that's the only connection you've got. And I've been pretty lucky that I've had long-term relationships, but at the end of the day, if I'd got to know some of these people before I went into a relationship, I probably wouldn't have gone there. But I didn't give myself time because unworthiness maybe. Not feeling great about yourself. You want a bit of a charge, don't you? You want to feel better.
Yeah, well, that's the instant hit. It's an instant connection to the light, instant sex, orgasm, the whole bit, instant, and it's meant to give you like a whole lot of satisfaction. I'm going to have to tag this lady's post in. She's a neuroscientist. It's just gone out of my head. But she talks about the oxytocin and the love drug. So I just want to come back to that, swing back, because it fascinated me. That when a woman has sex, she releases oxytocin. So she's going to connect with her partner, okay, during sex. When a man has sex, they release testosterone. Okay. So a man can have sex with a whole lot of people and he won't scientifically get connected to that person. Okay. Now, a man or a male energy, so we are saying either that, the male energy. Now, if you're at someone at school, they're looking across the room, you got the crush on the girl at school, and they fall in love with the girl outside of the bedroom.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you've got those childhood sweethearts, they're connected for life, because he fell in love with her outside of the bedroom. So it's actually scientifically proven that a man will not fall in love with you because of the act of sex. Now, if you do a great pastor or make him laugh and do all these other fabulous things outside the bedroom, there's a good chance he's going to fall in love with you.
And hold off.
And then can have sex, and then he would feel the love during the orgasm.
The old adage of going through the bases.
Yeah.
Yeah. Making it a journey.
And they are the hunters.
Yeah.
The male energy is the hunter, and the female energy is the gatherers. And I know this is very old school and all that stuff, but very much
seems
one
to make
hunts,
sense.
One gathers. They need to hunt. You give it up too easy, there's no.
Well, I had a nice gentleman a couple of years ago. I was working, and he was the landscaper of the place I was working, and he used to come.
Good abs.
Yeah, well, yeah. Anyway, he was a little bit older than me or whatever, but he was lovely. He was really nice, great to chat to, what have you. And he used to pick flowers out of this garden and bring them into me. And I was just didn't even get it. I'm hopeless with like flirting, so I'm so bad because he was giving me these flowers, and then my friend that I was working with, so he said, "I think he fancies you." I said, "Oh, don't be ridiculous, don't be ridiculous." Anyway, so the next time he brought it in, I thought, "Oh, does he?" And then I got really like freaked out by it. I don't know why, but anyway, so I halved the flowers he gave me and gave half to Sue, and she said, "That's really weird, Jack, because he didn't give them to me." And I went, I just thought, I don't need to feel uncomfortable like that. So, so I've got a lot of growing to do. I know.
It's hard
I don't pick up. I don't pick up on the
you
signs.
Don't like them, but you didn't fancy him. You didn't fancy him, and that's where the layers and the confusion all come in. Because that person might want you, but you don't want them.
Yeah, well, and
that's happens. Pretty hard. Yeah. The whole.
But he was lovely. He was really lovely.
Sure, he was.
He wasn't bad on the eye.
He just had completely different tikkun than you.
Yeah.
You didn't have a lesson to learn from him.
No, he was pretty even keeled and grounded, being out. Not me. Yeah.
And look, it might have been a good thing, but it wasn't meant for you. It wasn't in your movie.
I think I saw him as my ex-husband, who was someone who liked the simple things, and I thought, I've got more to do in life than that, than sitting around in a garden, which will be lovely, but I like the beach. So, yeah. So we all have things. So we're all going to be picky about what we like, what we want, all those sorts of things. And you can't make yourself like someone. You can't. You just can't.
It's so heartbreaking.
It is heartbreaking.
Really, that is a heartbreaking one.
Because I could have looked at him and gone, he is like top notch. He was a lovely man, and no, I wouldn't let him in, mate. No.
My heart goes out to all the people out there with the unrequited love.
Yeah.
It really, I feel for them, because it's hard.
Yeah, especially
when you love someone, they don't love you back, mate.
Oh, we're not talking love though at the beginning, are you? Like, you couldn't be in love instantly, or can you? I don't know.
Oh man, haven't you ever fallen in love on the train? Oh, we're lovely.
You've seen, it's like school though. You've seen them a couple of times, and you've thought, that's all right. But flirting, who? What do you do to flirt? I've got no idea.
Well, these days they swipe right, left, don't they?
I'll tell you a funny story. The last person I was in with said, "Oh, do you want a dirty talk?" And I looked at him to say, "Mate, I don't know what you want though, because I'm not into that anyway. But do I go ooh or do I go fuck me, or do you go even higher?" And you don't know where, because you don't know that person, because you've only just slept with them. You don't know if you're going to turn them off with what you think your version of dirty talk is.
My advice is always just compliment the other person. Okay, it's not about you, it's about how great they are.
Okay.
How good they are, how hot they are.
See, I need lessons on that.
Just
I have no idea.
compliment the other person. If they're showing you your bits, compliment them.
Yeah, I think I did that.
That's the biggest I've ever seen. That's the prettiest I've ever seen. Oh my God.
Got great girth.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh, aren't you fabulous, handsome, like, stunning, making me tingle. But it's always about just compliment them.
Yeah, I'm a feeling person, so voicing.
I've never felt like this before. You are making me feel fabulous. Jesus, I can't wait.
I didn't have to voice it though. I was like, like.
Well, you might be a silent sex people. A lot of people like silent sex too. There's no talking, there's no complimenting, there's no nothing.
There's nothing.
It's all about in the dark touching.
Yeah, I kind of like that. Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's it. Yeah. Maybe you're more silent in
the dark. But when you first meet someone, this is what the awkwardness of actually just sleeping with someone as well.
Oh, when they say they want bondage, just make them out. I don't be hitting no one.
Mate, if you want to be
you're not hitting me, so back the fuck up.
As long as I'm not getting hurt, if you want to be, I can give it to you.
I've got no time for that, mate. No time. Loving's a friendly force.
Yeah. But again, we're getting back to like the love drug, vitamin D, vitamin B, whichever one, or vitamin A, whichever one you want. Yeah. Do you need to stop for that for a minute?
It's the ex-husband. Hold on.
Valentine's Day. Huh?
Oh no. Yeah, hello. Hello. now he's gone, and we just wrecked the freaking video.
That's right. That out. We'll have to cut that out. So, ironically, your ex rings in the middle of this, and maybe he was wanting to wish you a happy Valentine's Day. I don't think so. But getting back to, if you sleep with someone straight away, you know nothing about that person, and you're just rolling the way you normally do. If you got to know them on a heart level, maybe things could go further. Hold off on that connection, until you've been able to talk to them and connect on a mind level, really. And I'm not talking my usual MO is like, if I've talked to someone for 6 hours, I think I know them. Yeah. No, you don't. They
bought me 5 drinks. Well, there you go. They're a keeper. Those zombies, and they paid for it.
Pretty much, yeah. That was the 90s for me. Wonder why things didn't work. Funny that, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really good to reflect really on where we've been, because we're older. Obviously, there might be younger people out there that need the advice, or even people like, I've only just come to this now in the last couple of years, and I'm an old bird, 58, and I thought to myself, wow, I have never gone through the bases, never. I have every time I've been.
That's the fun part.
Never had the fun part. No.
That's the fun part.
I thought the sex was the fun part.
No, that's
yeah.
And it was bad enough in our day, but I wonder about these new generation with all them having the porn sex. Honestly, that ain't the good stuff.
No, and I saw that Netflix.
That's really hardcore.
Remember that was it the Tinder Swindler or something like that, or whatever it was? I saw that.
For all you people,
I know.
Because I'm okay if I never have sex again.
Are you?
No, yeah, because when you talk about a one-night stand, they were really walks of shame, really sad moments. You're like, oh, right.
No, I felt pretty good, I've got to say. Sorry.
And you got to get a train home at 10 o'clock and your outfit from the night before, and it takes you 2 hours. Cause
you did the wrong thing, mate. You can do it at your place, you fool.
Yeah, but you don't always wake up at yours. I was like, where's the party, mate? Party still going? All right, I'm coming. Party animal for me.
Yeah, always, true. Out and about. But I watched that Tinder thing anyway, and this one girl was perplexed about why some guy threw her face into a mattress. And I thought, oh, you don't even know this person. They could have just got out of jail. They could have been anyone. And you've just turned up. And I just couldn't get my head around not talking to someone for a couple of hours before you even.
That's what they do now, don't they?
They just turn up, get your gear off, and go for it.
I have.
As much as I've been a one night stand person over the years.
Sorry, keep shaking the camera, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah, over the years I've had one night stands. Having said that, I haven't had many in the last.
No, I don't
25 years.
To not remember more.
Yeah. Been there, done that. So anyway, it's like you just think to yourself, wow, I couldn't just turn up at somebody's house.
No chance in hell, mate. You're not buying me a seafood dinner, mate. No chance in hell would I do that.
Yeah. Look.
I didn't even want to get in a cab if I didn't see the sign that he was a legit cab. But now everyone gets in Ubers.
Well, it could be anyone.
And it could be anyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
The whole thing is a bit like.
It is quite scary.
They're much more trusting than
our
generation.
They are, yeah.
And
then those poor sods that get their face shoved into a mattress are then perplexed about why it happened. It's because you haven't met someone and connected to them. You've just tried to make yourself feel better from the sex. That's it. You want to hit, it's like a drug.
Even when I was in the 30s, I went on a few of the apps, and you'd start talking to someone, next thing you know is go, show us your tits. Well, you're like, honestly, you haven't even asked my name yet.
What tit? What's that one's name? What's that one's name? Yeah, I know.
I just was straight into it. If they're straight into it, that's what
I remember after
maybe it's good to get the release, but I don't know.
After I got divorced.
Half the time they're terrible lovers anyway. They're real quick.
Well,
wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. They're not thinking about you.
No, they're not. No,
they're not getting you over the line.
No. I remember I was I just got divorced, and my friends set me up on Tinder and said, come on, you got to get out there. And I actually cried because I thought, as it come down to this, I actually cried. And my friend took my phone and set me up, and I just forgot about it. And then the next day I had like 66 messages from, no, it was just like horrible stuff. And I just thought, the fuck? You know what I mean? I just got off it. Like, that was my one time on.
I'm way too busy to put on a face of makeup, drive across town, get all dressed up, look nice, walk in to go, well, we got no chemistry. You ain't ever going to see me naked. You know, like, and that was a waste of my, as a person that's got 1,000 things on my list, it's a waste of my time.
Well, it's like a job.
I know, it's like a job interview, mate.
Yeah.
I'd rather walk around the supermarket. Some guy catches me, I'm like, how you doing?
Yeah, but you the other day got shy. Remember the guy?
I did. Someone said hi to me.
Yeah.
It's been 10 years. Yeah. And I was a bit like, introduce himself.
He did. You didn't introduce yourself. You went, blah, blah, blah.
Well, I carried a watermelon.
But,
you know, everyone remembers that old movie.
What movie was that?
Dirty Dancing, where she turns up and she says, I carried a watermelon.
Oh.
Like, it's like how stupid, like Patrick Swayze standing there looking at her, and that's how she could bumble out of it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's better than some of the things I've said, I think, over the years. But yeah. But you had some interest, mate. It was great.
Well,
I was proud for her.
I know.
Very proud.
But I was in shock. But
only because, not because you're not an attractive woman, it's because you actually noticed that somebody was trying to flirt with you.
Well, he was trying to flirt with me.
I know. And how could he not, really? You know? But it's funny, isn't it? Like, look, I need a sledgehammer to sort of like notice if somebody's interested. Because I think I've just closed myself off. And have we all? Have a lot of us closed ourselves off because we've been hurt in the past?
Yeah, and that's why, a lot of us stay fat because, they don't be hitting on me. You know, and I couldn't take it. Where I was for the last 10 years, it was 5 years, I just couldn't take you hitting on me. Don't be hitting on me. I can't take it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's not going to work. It was easier to stay fat. So you might be.
Yeah, and that's part of your tikkun, I think, or your healing maybe. I don't know. We're not experts here. We're just talking about a bit of the Kabbalah, how we've thought about things and how it's opened up a bit for you to notice that people are giving you the eye, and just to notice that you need more healing. Me, like, I think I'd have a conniption if somebody came towards me now because I don't know, I'd be confused about why they would like me. Because in my head, I'm not looking good enough.
Yeah.
And that's something I've got to get over. I don't need to take that into a relationship. No. So until I feel, I still feel good. I'm not saying I hate myself or anything like that. No. But we've all got our standards, haven't we? We've got our standards, and we do remember the pain of the past, and that's coming up in the next couple of weeks. There's a lot of solar flares. I digress and go on to the solar flares. And that are coming to the planet because we're getting hit with energy from outer space big time. And that's bringing up things that need to clear. And one of the things for me, which was prevalent this morning, was that, wow, if I did meet someone and I had to be vulnerable, could I? That's why I think the going through the basis with someone is valuable, because you can have your freakouts, but there's no sexual tie for the women anyway. That oxytocin. You can get a high from being, the dopamine hit from talking to someone to see if you've got something in common. Taking it slow so you're not freaking out thinking, am I going to get fucked over again? That's pretty much the message behind that one, I think, Taking it slow so you can go away. If you're triggered, you can go away and breathe through it and go, where does this come from? Was this from a past relationship? Is this because of a pattern I saw with my parents or parents' friends or whatever when I was a kid? All different things. Is it that you just feel unworthy? Full stop. Is that what you have to look at? Is that what you have to delve into? Because this year, I've said it before, there's like, you're doing the thing again.
Oh, sorry.
There's 10 years worth of life learning. And since I've been here, all I've done is cry. And it's a good thing, but I'm not a really emotional person, so this has been really weird for me.
Yeah, confronting.
Yeah, whereas you're going, oh, let it out, darling. Great, you know?
Yeah, it's good to see you cry.
I'm not comfortable with it.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not comfortable with it
at all. I know you're not
all.
comfortable with it, but it's actually good.
I mean, I feel, but not everyone has to see that. Yeah, that's how I've rolled, you know, because I see myself, no one else, but I feel like, oh, you're so weak. What are you doing? But I'm just actually releasing the pain of the past. And that's what I had to get my head around as well. So if we all need a bit of a cry, we need a bit of a cry, don't we?
Yeah, yeah.
And then pause. And if you're like yesterday, I was...
Because, you know, you say people that cry, but I'm really triggered by people that can keep their stuff in. Like, my husband was a fortress, mate. He was a fortress.
Was it? Yeah.
You know, he could put that emotion in a box and put a cover on it, and it...
Well, that's men in general. They can do that.
They can just shut themselves off.
No, I shouldn't say that. There are emotional.
There's women that can put their emotions in a box too.
Mm.
I've never been that person.
Yeah. So it must be weird for you to see me like fighting with myself over a bit of emotion.
Well, I want you to do that because, you know, like, you know, I couldn't reach my husband. He would just keep it in a box.
Mm.
And that's when you go, okay, well, this is hard. It was really hard because I couldn't. They would never let the lid off.
Mm.
So I think it's good that you're learning that balance.
I was trying to keep it together yesterday, and then I stepped on a piece of glass. I lost my shit. I tried to pause. What a pleasure, but there's blood everywhere. So
no,
and then
you can only
do so many things.
so much pausing when there's blood involved.
Yeah, but that set me off into a crying fit. I thought, what is going on? What? I was acting like a child, and I thought, oh well, this needs to come up.
Yeah,
got to let it go, don't you? Yeah. So we've got to get back to the love thing. Like everyone loves the love drug. Like everyone does.
Yeah.
You've got to let yourself have it.
Yeah.
And opening your heart.
And it's still on there talking about it, but I'm terrified of love again. Terrified. You know, when I actually let someone in and then I'm going to exhale and then the penny's going to drop. You know? Because my pick has been off. It's been off, mate. You know? Nah.
You're not talking
So do I trust myself to pick again? Hell no.
Well, maybe they've got to pick
Hell
you.
no.
Maybe they've got to pick you. Like the guy the other day.
Well, there'll be a bit of hunting. They'll have to hunt. They're going to have to come after me because I'm not, you know, and there'll be a whole lot of me sitting back going, let's just see, I'm going to wait for this red flag. And maybe that's not the right way either, but terrifies me.
Try and find some green flags.
You know, I can find, you know, terrifies the thought I'm going to give my heart to someone, you know, so I've got to take that one real easy.
Absolutely.
And it's going to take the angels to get involved. It's got to be someone that's
the challenge
organically, and they're going to have to say, because that's what I'm saying.
That's the challenge I'm making. That's a challenge I'm ready to take on, though.
Yeah.
Like to actually heal my heart enough to find something. Because the thing is, you always meet someone when you're not fully healed, right? Yeah. But they're there with their tikkun, your tikkun, as they say in Kabbalah. That's your baggage you've brought in from the other side, you know. So you bring that in. You're going to meet someone. It's all great in the first couple of dates, and then they'll say one thing, and you'll go red flag. But no, sometimes that red flag is just a reflection.
Could be mirror
on the wall.
Hold on, what am I seeing here that's triggered me? It could be something in.
Yeah. So don't just ditch anyone. Like if you've got someone like on that math show where they've totally disrespected you, like, and you've only just meet them, well, fuck off. You know what I mean? That's a massive red flag. Someone saying off camera, you're not feeling it straight away. They haven't even opened their mouths to say, you know, what are you into? They've gone purely by looks, and that's so degrading to other people.
Well, it's not what the show's about.
No, it's supposed to be love.
You're meant to look through that.
Yes.
And see if this person is matched on any other personality traits. Because, you were going out there looking for someone who's your body mate.
And that guy's not the only one. Like,
no, it's like the whole generation of people where you go, oh, no, I didn't get the spark.
Well, you got to have something in common as well. Like, love is quite a bit of a mystery, really, isn't it? Like, because, like I said, you've given away the chance of being with some lovely men. So have I, because you've gone, no, I don't feel the spark, but you've actually got to know them a little bit before you've said, no, I don't have a spark. You haven't gone on a date and turned up and, got your gear off and then said, I don't have the spark, or have you?
There was a 20 years there of messing up, to be honest with you. I can't remember them all.
Yeah, but look, and also if people have interest in you, don't be fooled into thinking that, wow, they really like me, because that's not true either.
Sometimes they just want to get their end.
They'll say anything to do what they want to do to you, and if you're okay with it, that's great. But just, hold back and see who are the people that actually want to contact you. And like in the last video, if they're not wanting to be with you, let them go. Because they're a waste of time.
Yeah.
Find someone.
And not everyone that turns up in your path you're meant to have a relationship with. It is about.
I've had to get my head around that one, because I really connected with someone and thought, wow, wow. We've got a connection here. The intimacy was fantastic. It was really good. And then, nothing. So.
And there's women and men all over the world that feel that. They have this amazing thing and you think something's going to grow of it. And then you're like, no. It's
a mystery, and that, I think I've spoken about it before, that really gets in my head about why. But it was all about, like, not that they didn't feel good enough for me. It was more like, why wasn't I good enough for them? I always turned it in on myself. Stop doing that, mate. Stop doing that. If they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah.
And you just...
If they're gone, they're gone.
They're gone. You might meet up with them, who knows, at the airport, You might bump into them then, and things have changed. They've grown, you've worked on your tikkun, you've done your healing, you've opened your heart. You're different people again then.
Yeah.
So it's not like you couldn't meet them again and something couldn't happen. It's more of where you were at that time. I was going through a divorce, I didn't have the headspace.
And I can tell you right now, you never want to go on a date with someone who's just come out of a divorce. All right? And I reckon it's 5 years. It is 5 years. Otherwise, they just sit there and bitch about their ex. My ex took all the money. My ex won't let me see the kids. My ex. So, 5 years, mate. Because you can't go to dinner with someone and talk about your ex.
No.
No one wants to hear about your ex.
No.
Ever.
They want to know what...
You're talking about your ex, you're not going to see the next person naked.
Yeah.
Right? That's not going to happen. So shut up about your ex if you want to see that person naked.
Yeah. You want to talk about what you want for your future, don't you?
Or in the dark. For the old birds and the old blokes watching.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So, that is so true. It is.
Yeah, no. And I found 5 years.
5 years, wow.
It was a long time. They just wouldn't shut up. I'm like...
I haven't been on a date, like I said, first date since 1999. So
okay, so this is what you need to do.
Doesn't mean I haven't had action in that time. But
no one's saying that.
Yeah, but I'm saying I haven't been taken out on a date. So that's the challenge, man. Let's see if I can go out on a bloody date. But organically. I don't want to begin on those apps.
No, because that's a young person's game.
It is. Oh, I don't know. Like people have a belief now that that's the only way you can meet people. It's not,
Yeah, but
like I said, I've met people over the years. Like I've been.
Even their selfie photos. Oh, look at me. I'm 10 years younger. We all do that one with the neck. Look how good I am now up here.
But we don't put filters on here because I'm all about let's be natural.
Yeah,
well, that's been natural.
If I thought I looked better on a filter, I might slide that baby in. But I'm having trouble. They're all like gold and, retro. And you look at them and like, it's not right. It's not the right light. You don't want to
look like an alien, mate. So just...
No, look, so I'm
you're animated, that's all there is to it. You're an animated person, and I love that about you. I'm sure that everyone out there does as well. Pretty funny.
I try.
So that's the challenge, isn't it? Trying to open up my heart enough. I've got to go back to Sydney as a house sitting gig for a couple of weeks, and I'm really looking forward to it because it's my home stomping ground, and I can go back and get into the pool, into the sea pool, and just work through a few things, and keep going with 1111 Life Path as well as this, and go and take my mum for an eye operation, things like that, admin, catch-ups, that sort of stuff. So that'll be good, and then I'll be back out here. But in that time, I think I might just try and relax a bit and really dig into watch the Kabbalah again, some self-care. Yeah, because I'll have, be by myself again and enjoy the space. And
watch a few more Kabbalahs.
Yeah,
I started Kabbalah 3 at the moment, so
I'm only
different whole journey on the Kabbalah 3, but I'm there, so I'm still learning, loving the Kabbalah.
So I thought, I'll get myself together. Look, going back to your old stomping ground too, you might run into people that might, or I might run into people, I should say, might tick me off, or it could be a good thing. Who knows? I'll see when I get there. That's the journey.
Leave it to the Creator.
Yeah, indeed. All right. So I hope you all have a great,
wonderful Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
and if
you're
just sitting down in front of Netflix watching a romantic movie, eating something out of chocolate, spoiling yourself.
That's the way to go.
My heart's with you, girl.
Yeah.
On boy. And we meant to say they or them at the end.
They or them. Is that still going?
Are we still like,
they, them?
I want to be inclusive, but I'm still
the pronouns.
Like at the end.
Your pronoun is legend. So,
my pronoun's legend.
Yeah, I bought her a T-shirt with that on.
I'll wear that one day.
Yeah.
On here, but enjoy your Valentine's Day, and maybe if you haven't got someone to love yourself.
Love yourself. Love yourself.
And
that's open your heart a bit. Go and search out things on the internet, or on YouTube or whatever, to lift your heart.
Something. Go and buy yourself something online.
Yeah.
There's something for you.
Yes. Yeah. Some nice jewellery or something.
Yeah.
Something
Even if it's
that buzzes,
just a new lippy
whatever.
or something that's just for you.
Just for you. All right. So
your fishing pole, whatever it is.
It's goodbye from us at welcome. What is it?
Discovering Kabbalah.
I was thinking about the buzzing toy then. So yeah, I went off a bit.
Okay. On that note.
Adios, amigos.
Okay.
Bye. Oh, that was funny.
It wasn't recording halfway, but no, we're recording.